tomfoolery, stupidity, and most of all, justice. I'm coming in swinging with two videos, one peace and one violent. What am I talking about? So, the files. If you don't know, the files have been on the news lately, and Jeffrey Epstein files. We're talking about the Epstein files today, and I didn't really want to do this because, I don't really get into the politics and the nitty-gritty of, the world, but I have to do it today for you guys because this isn't a children's channel at all. I've been saying fuck, slurs all just in every single video. This is not a child channel, but this is a channel where you come and just like, yeah, I agree with that fucking guy, or yeah, I don't agree with that guy. It's yes or no. But we're gonna talk about something that you should agree with me on. We need those fucking files, right? So the Jeffrey Epstein files recently have been just under a bunch of just the spotlight. It's been taking the spotlight on the news, and right now the government can't find a covert, thing to silence it with. The Texas floods didn't fucking work. I feel like they're gonna start the whole Israel and Iran shit all over again, but make it more intense, right? Because they need to get this shit off their back. And as we all know, the government is very infamous in making a decoy. But this might be the decoy for something bigger. But this is a pretty fucking intense decoy, right? So the Epstein files are, the list of people that went to the island, also known as the client list, and it's not released yet. So the reason it's under a spotlight is because we were promised the Epstein files a fucking while ago. If you do remember the Epstein files, a portion of it was released. That's where the whole fucking Stephen Hawking was at the island meme came from. But later on, these people were not actually they're already after me, cuz. This is why I didn't want to talk about it. They're already after me. They're finna Swiss cheese us. Talking about the Epstein files is, I feel like, putting people on lists. We're gonna get absolutely just, we're getting slimed. Alright, so, yeah. What I was saying, so, the first bit of the files were released a while ago, back in 2024. That's where the whole meme of, fuck's his name, Stephen Hawking going to the fucking sex island came from. But that isn't the actual client list. That is just people, they can throw under the bus. But the actual client list are the people that are in power. We're talking about the people, we don't know who is in the client list, but we can only speculate. And the people that are in the speculations, one of them is our fucking president. So it's really bad. We're in a really sticky fucking situation right now. And I just don't know if they're really going to give us this list. I really wish they would, because justice has to be served. This is the United States of America. But at the same time, capitalism has to be, it's got to get its little belly rub. And, this is the United States of America, right? So we might not be getting that list, but what we might be getting is a bunch of people getting slimed, because as we all know, the government doesn't really like people talking about lists like this, really putting them on the spotlight, because the people on this list, the people speculated to be on this list, are people in power. We're talking about the people that receive your taxes, the people that make government contracts for weapons and shit. We're talking about people in power, like some Illuminati type shit, the people around the fucking table. Those people have gone to that fucking island. Well, maybe not, maybe really, I don't fucking know. As we all know, the list isn't even out. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, but what I can say is that there's more pictures of Donald Trump and Epstein than there are of me and my mom. Just think about that. There are more pictures of those two fuckers than probably you and your family. It's crazy. So, he's our president. And the reason, I'm starting to talk about this is because just last night, the House voted for no on releasing the files, which is a pretty, intense It's real, you know, those files are fucking real, but apparently Donald Trump keeps saying that, oh, they're not real, they're fabricated by our Democratic enemies, which, if they're real and, you know, they had them in hand, why didn't they use them against you in the fucking political race while they were still in power? You want to know why? Because the people in the Democratic side are also on the fucking list. Necessarily maybe not Joe himself, but maybe some of the people that donated to help his campaign are on the fucking list, you know. And you know, I should have said donated with like exclamation marks, you know. Pushed agenda is more like it, but it's crazy. It's kind of like a difficult topic to like really grasp, because it's something we as the people want, and you know, we as the people should push towards, but apparently this is dividing the shit out of us. There's the fucking Trump dick suckers that are like, oh, Donald Trump should not be on that list. We should not be going, they should not release that list. I'm talking they're sucking his fucking shit till like no fucking tomorrow, because those people are rioters. Those people don't want the list. They don't want to bring people to justice, and they don't think twice. These people are fucking like troglodytes, right? These people would like, these are the same fuckers that hate the, like Superman, right? Because fucking Lord forbid Superman tells you not to kill people. Fucking fuck that guy, Superman. God, you know, like it's just those type of people, like, you know, people that don't really think, and apparently there's a lot of them, because now they're pushing back on the people that are just fighting for it. They're like, yes, please give us the files. We, the people, need it. And, you know, they're just like brushing us under the fucking bus here. They're just like, get rid of them, get rid of them. You know, less and less, I see less people talking about the files on my Instagram feed, because it's just getting too much, you know, commotion. It's getting too intense. And, you know, the government owns everything. They own all of the media that we control. Shit, you might not even see this fucking video, because the algorithm saw it and flagged it immediately for, like, suicide or some shit, like they did with Moist Critical's video on Epstein, right? So it's, like, hard to grasp that the government itself really, you know, the people that fund the fucking government are the people on this list, probably. And, you know, those people don't want this list to be held. I can't, you know, like I keep saying, it's hard to grasp, because, you know, the list is an intense thing. The list is, you know, fucking apparently video of CP, and I'm not talking about Cyberpunk, right? And multiple just names of people, apparently boring names that we shouldn't know about, or blah, blah, blah. But the list itself is just, we want it to give justice, you know. We want it to put these people in jail and have them prosecuted for CP, have them put them through the wood chipper, right? So we need that to happen, but apparently we're not going to get that, unfortunately. I really think, you know, I'm fucking put your bets on Kashi right now. Fucking, will EC get this right? We won't get the files. This shit is too intense. Mind you, the people in power are in the files. The people in power. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, the people, like, that's what I really want to get into. Why the fuck are the people in power so fucking old? Like, you know, when I was watching the news about the files, you know, some of the house sitters, house people, they weren't even voting. They're just there like they're like 90. They're just they're mummies. They're not even people anymore. If you're over here like doing this, and someone else got to do your job for you, cut them out. Fucking send them fucking to the grave. Send them fucking rowing their way to Valhalla. Ship them out into the ocean. Those are old people. But those are people that govern you. Those are the type of people with the text can fit, like in some fucking words that I keep hearing, with the text they can feed 1 million people. With the text they can start a war. With the raise of their hand they can help everyone. But fucking, they're old, man. We're talking about like 80, 90 years old. Even our president right now is under fucking fire, because apparently he's got some disease that, you know, there's no blood going into his legs, so he's all inflamed. When you shake his fucking hand, it looks like Lord Palpatine, you know, he's dying. He's in like worse health than I think Joe, right? I think Joe's in worse health considering he has fucking cancer, but you know, he's not too far behind, you know, he's pretty fucking old, right? And it's just stupid. I really don't like our government. It's probably, we're just a joke. You know, we're the most powerful fucking country and we're governed by fucking clowns. It is crazy. And we're not even, just not normal, not even normal clowns, fucking old clowns. We're talking about people that are like triple my age, like quadruple my age, right? They could be my great-great-grandfather. Like, these people were around since the end of World War fucking II, right? They're old. They're ancient. Old isn't even like in the frame. We're talking ancient, right? So back to the Epstein files. We're probably not going to get them. I'm sorry to tell you the truth, but I'm not like trying to say, oh, he doesn't want people to see it. He doesn't want, you know, people to be injustice. He's on the MAGA side. He's on the troglodyte side. No, you have to understand. These are people in power. They would slime us out before they fucking got the files, right? They would like send out the National Guard to every city and nuke the shit out of all of us before they fucking drop those files, because the people on there are too powerful. You know, those are the people that can press like a button like fucking Clash Royale and send nukes to the rest of the world, right? Those are the people that are on that fucking list. And they are not going to let this shit like ever see the light of day. So, you know, I keep seeing fucking Moist Critical, like he's made 5 videos now trying to push this list. Also has CoffeeZilla and other people. But, you know, just you watching me fucking rant about wanting the list to be released isn't going to get it released. The people, you know, probably like in power don't even fucking watch YouTube. They don't even know what the fuck YouTube is, right? So they don't give a shit about what we say. They probably don't even hear what we say. Unless we all like band together and stop paying fucking taxes, then maybe that will get their attention, but they'll probably slime me out for even fucking saying that, right? They'll probably flag this, like I just said, for the suicide note and also for a bunch of other shit, so no one else sees this. It's just insane. And you know, the last thing I want to say before ending this fucking video is that just life is great, but you'll never make it out of it alive, right? So once these old Epstein fucking islanders die, you know, they'll have to respond to something or some celestial being. I'm Christian. And, you know, they'll have to respond to someone when they die. You can be fucking any religion, but these awful people will respond to someone or something. And once they do, they will never see light ever again. Or shit, they might even be working with like some evil ass entities. And, you know, once they die, they're sitting right next to the throne. You know, they're evil people. Like, we're talking some shit out of, you know, Inside Job, the old show from Netflix that got a little too close to home with, you know, the government, and they fucking canceled season 2. Sucks, but, you know, got too close to home, but whatever. That's all I want to say about this video, and yeah, have a great day, and push these, get to pushing. We want these files. Hashtag release Epstein files, you know, I don't fucking know. But yeah, see ya.